All right, my man, state your name and let them know you on Nickavelli TV.
Yeah, my name is Jabbar, and I just want to let you know I'm representing my man,
Nickavelli.
Nickavelli TV.
That's what's up, man. Nick fan.
No doubt.
A
Already
Ross City.
know.
Okay. How long you been a Nick fan, man?
Um, since I was about maybe 12, 47 now.
All right, and your favorite player?
Favorite Nick?
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about people who, I'm going to be blatantly, let me keep it a buck.
All right.
A lot of people saying Pat didn't delegate the task that was needed for New Yorkers.
Okay, so I have that conversation all the time.
Okay.
If you look back in history in championship teams that had big men, they also had a wingman.
Okay.
A great wingman. What was the best wingman Ewing had? John Starks? John Starks wasn't a real wing. He was tough. He was a Knick. We all loved him. But he wasn't a Kobe. He wasn't a Kawhi. He wasn't a LeBron. He wasn't a KD. You understand what I'm saying? One of those wing players.
Right.
You understand that? Or those closers. You need somebody had to get you in the ball. Nowadays, you got a 6'8" guard forward, get the rebound, bring it down, and do his thing. Ewing couldn't do that.
Okay.
He needed somebody to facilitate to him.
Okay, so you're
understand?
saying because the game changed,
Yeah.
it
Absolutely.
affected the way the game was being played.
Absolutely. Even look at the years with Mike. Mike was the closer. Yeah, when the Houston Rockets won the championship, when they double teamed Olajuwon, he had shooters. He kicked it out to Smith, Cassell, Robert Ory, and Maxwell. All these players. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But people didn't miss or didn't realize how great Pat was until he left. Because what happened to the Knicks when he left? I mean, up until this season.
Right.
That one season we had with Wilson, and we won the 54, 55 games or whatever it was.
Oh, Mike Woodson.
Yeah.
That's when Melo came aboard and all that.
Right.
Now I'm gonna jump up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Melo era.
Okay. Let's
All right.
talk about the Melo era.
Okay. That was the last time we went to the playoffs.
Yes.
Mr. 62.
Right.
At the guard.
Right.
Okay. How did you feel about Melo and Amari not being able to click? Some thought them two would be able to bring a chip or at least bring some kind of continuing postseason madness in New York. It didn't happen.
Right.
What's your sentiments on that?
Well, I mean, when we got Amari, we got him that one good year. When he got MVP, we got good Amari that first year. When he was the only one that signed. And he only signed, and to me, even though he did his thing, and he did the best, he was on broken D's. You understand? That's why the Suns didn't sign him. And then,
right.
and then they gave him the $100 million. I forgot the deal that the Knicks gave him or whatever. But something about they didn't want to insure his knees or something to that effect. I don't know. But they were just, I mean, they weren't the same type of player, but they were basically, Melo couldn't, it was things that Melo was great at, shooting post up, rebounding or whatever, but on the defensive end, he was a liability. Same thing with Amari. And you need when you got a guy, and I'm not a LeBron James fan. I'm not a LeBron James fan, but he's a leader, and he knows how to take a team to a championship. Kobe was like that.
Okay, so let me ask you this, OG.
Yeah.
With the team that we got now,
Yeah.
if Melo was to come back, if you would want him back, let's start off there.
Yeah.
Do you think Melo could fit in the system that we got now?
No.
Why not?
Because Melo's a veteran. And
so is Derrick Rose.
He needs to be on a veteran team. But see, Derrick Rose is more. I wouldn't say he's more team orientated than because Melo still think he's the man.
But not in your eyes.
Not in my eyes. He's a number two, not even a number two, maybe a number three or a four. You know what I'm saying? As far as hierarchy.
Right.
hierarchy.
right?
Excuse me real quick. Babe, let me call you back. I'm doing an interview real quick. But not with this team, no. No. And then the thing about, I think Rose is there to be an extension of Thibodeau because he knows how Thibodeau plays, what he wants.
You mean how he coaches?
How he coaches, right? I'm
Right.
sorry. How he coaches. So he's just an extension to teach the young boys.
So in other words, he's doing what we had from Jared Jack.
Basically, yes. Basically.
Now, when you mentioned Derrick Rose, do you think he's really needed when we speak of a point guard of
No.
Emmanuel Quickly?
No.
So you don't think Emmanuel Quickly
Well,
needs...
no. I'm sorry. No, we need him to help Emmanuel quickly develop.
So you do think we need him?
Yeah. It's for in that aspect, and you know what I'm saying, in the spell some minutes or whatever. But and even if say if this was a championship team, he can be a piece, but not you know what I'm saying. He can be a piece to the championship team, but not to lead. And the point I was trying to make before was everybody can't take a team to a championship. What's his name? That got traded for Kawhi. That's with the Spurs now. You know what I'm talking about. They just played them. The Clippers just played them last night. And DeMar DeRozan. He's a good player, but he's not a player that can carry a team.
All right.
By himself. You understand what I'm saying? Kevin Durant, great player, but he cannot carry a team by himself.
Would you say the same for Juluis Randle?
You know, it's funny you asked that. It's funny you asked that because I was just talking to my other the Knicks fan at my job day before yesterday, and I was saying that I thought that we needed my initial thought about it was Randall's a B. We needed an A to go with him. But what I'm seeing from the Knicks and these young boys, all the Knicks need is a consistent outside shooting guard. And you could cancel Christmas. Give them 2 years. If they sign a legitimate shooting guard that plays D and knocks down, because nobody's stopping Randle. Barrett is coming into his own and he's playing bully ball. Quickly is coming into his own. So that's our core right there. You understand what I'm saying? And if Mitch Robinson can, you know what I'm saying, take his game to another level offensively.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Defensively, he's flat out a beast. But yeah, all we need is an outside score. I don't even think that we need, one of these. And I'm so glad that they didn't do anything crazy in the free agent market.
Right. Was you disappointed when we didn't get Zion Williams?
No.
Are you glad that he's not with us? So you more optimistic with the pick coming from R.J. Barrett?
Oh yeah.
Why is that?
Because Zion he's not gonna play a long time. He's gonna be injured prone. Watch and see.
So you think it's gonna be like another Larry Johnson? I'm sorry.
Probably, yeah.
Grandmama.
Yeah. Great comparison. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
All right.
And he's good. He's a beast. He plays bully ball. He moves people out the way. But I don't think he's gonna. You know what I mean? No, he's good. I like RJ. I love RJ because I was kind of suspect, but I can see by his play on the floor that he works hard on his game. He's working. I can tell he's working on his shooting, and he's gonna become a consistent shooter and an efficient shooter.
Okay.
And probably by next year, another 2 years, because everybody's good in the NBA. It's how hard you work that takes you to another level. Okay.
Now you said two things quite interesting. You said that R.J. Barrett is playing bully ball.
Yeah.
Could you have said the same thing last year?
No.
Why not? So what is he doing this year that he wasn't doing last year?
It's all about confidence. Confidence. That's it. Like I just said a minute ago, everybody in the NBA can play. Everybody. You could take 5 people off a NBA roster off the bench, and they'll bust anybody ass.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They'll bust, not, other than the NBA, but I'm talking about Kyle, whoever. You know what I mean? And
Right.
they'll drop buckets.
Right.
So the thing about,
It's playing
it's also talent. But I mean, the talent level is different.
Okay.
But everybody is good. I'll give you a perfect example. Last year in the bubble, for Miami, Butler. It's my dog. Love this dude. I would love him on the Knicks. You couldn't tell him last year that he wasn't just as good as LeBron in that finals. And it don't matter if it was fact or not. It mattered his confidence in what he believed. You see how he was playing, right?
Right, absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
And I think that would have won 7 games had the whole Miami team been healthy. But the point I'm trying to make is, what substitute you from great to all time, or for those levels, is how hard you work on your game.
Got you. Now, Frank Ntilikina, man.
Oh, I can't stand him.
Talk to me, man.
Because it's a Spanish guy in my neighborhood, and he talking about Frank is better than Peyton. I said, it doesn't even matter. When Frank gets in the game, he doesn't do anything. Yes, he's a good defender. You understand what I'm saying? But he doesn't knock down shots. He played 15 minutes, what was it, last night? And scored 0 points. And that's not the first time he did it. Him, Knox, trade them somewhere else, and maybe, because I think the pressure's too much. And that's another thing. Everybody can't play here. Everybody can't play here.
Right. And why is that?
Because you
can't say the fans, because we're in a pandemic. Ain't no fans really in the...
You got to be thick, because everybody can't take criticism. And not get emotional about it.
So you think that's what's affecting Frank and Kevin Knox's game? You think they're emotionally involved and they hearing what New Yorkers are saying?
That could be it, but I'm just talking about. My boy was telling me he blamed the coaches because of his development. I said, look at quickly. Look how he's coming along under Thibodeau. Look how R.J. is coming along under Thibodeau. Look how Randle is coming along under Thibodeau. You understand what I'm saying? Because he holds you accountable.
Right.
And it's how good you want to work.
Right.
Now, if those guys are working hard and they still playing the way, then they ain't shit. And this is as that's the ceiling for your game. And I thought Knox played great in preseason games, and I was like, okay, he looked like he was knocking down open threes and all that.
Absolutely.
Came into the regular season.
Damn.
I'm just like, and I like Knox, but I tell you, everybody can't play here, man. You gotta have a certain makeup. Just because you can play basketball don't mean that you should. Just because you can play basketball don't mean that you should play professional basketball.
All right, and this is the nail in the coffin, man. You said if the Knicks get a point guard.
No, a shooter, a consistent outside shooter that cannot, because they're gonna double team Randle. Because he's a force. You can't stop him. You understand what I'm saying? He's too strong. So once the double team comes, we need somebody to knock that down consistently.
But do you think R.J. Barrett can develop to be a player like that?
Yeah. But you know who the Knicks want to look. You know who the Knicks. You know who your man. The president wanted. He looking at He want No, it's not LaMelo. LaMelo just signed the contract. He want Lonzo Ball.
Do you think that'd be a good move? And do you think Alonzo Ball can fit into the system?
He can, because he's a distributor. He's going to make people better. But I don't think he's invested in team. I don't know if you saw the video where his team got into a beef or whatever. He walked off like he didn't see anything.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Your team is getting into a scuffle or whatever, and you walked off. Like, you know what I mean? You worried about getting fined, or you pussy, or you don't like confrontation. I don't know what the point. So to me, you're not invested in the team. You might be invested in basketball,
right?
But you're not invested in your teammates, because
okay.
You know what I'm saying, your teammates are your brothers. And if something going down, if you get fined or suspended, you get fined, but you gonna have your teammates back.
Right, absolutely.
Or go see what's going on, or go grab somebody and take them with you. He could have did something. He did none of that. So yeah. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
And this is the cherry on top.
Yeah.
Tom Thibodeau. A lot of people say that Tom Thibodeau is a nonsense coach.
Yeah.
Okay? And they say that he's a workaholic. Do you agree with that?
Well, see, I don't know.
Because you see what Stephen A. Smith said about him playing Randle. Like
See,
he's running too many minutes on him.
Listen, Randall's 26 years old. He's not 30. He's still in his prime. He's still knee deep in his prime. I saw an interview with Thibodeau, and they asked him about that, and he said, "Well, listen, what I'm saying, we all, when we all look." He never, confirmed it or whatever. He said, when you make mistakes and you learn and you grow. You understand what I'm saying? You make mistakes and you did things wrong and you grow from them. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm sure, because he's. I don't know how many years removed from coaching the Timberwolves and then from the Chicago Bulls or whatever the case may be, but you move on. Everybody, it doesn't matter how good you are, because the Knicks are winning or they look better than they have in a while. Criticism's still gonna come.
Absolutely.
No matter what.
And how far you see the Knicks going to the playoffs?
Oh well, if we could stay between 4 and 6, I say we win a round. If we could get a playoff with the Charlotte Hornets, because right now they 4 and 5, I think we can go to second round. I think we can even if we at 7. If we got a matchup against the Brooklyn Nets, I think we'll take them to 7 games. I'm not scared of them at all.
No, me neither. And I'm glad you mentioned that, right?
All.
Because I think that Blake Griffin came aboard because Kevin Durant injury is more severe than what people realize.
Oh, it is. It is. It is. And everybody want to say, what's his name? Harden. He's playing out of this world, and I've never seen he's a. I'm like, yo, people, that's why I don't watch. I rather watch YouTube and content makers on YouTube as far as sports instead of that media platform ESPN and FS1 Sports.
Right.
Because they just say shit for shock value.
You hear that, Charlie? You rather watch Nicovelli TV, YouTubers.
Nicovelli TV, no doubt.
That's what I'm talking about. And check this out, man. What about your boy? Well, he ain't my boy.
Who?
Kyrie Irving. It looked like he want to go to a party instead of playing on the court, man.
He going through something.
We had a Knicks investigator found out that the reason why he want to take time off is so he can go to an upcoming party. He said he need time away from the game. Personal reason. Come to find out, somebody's birthday is coming up. This is the second time he doing this.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? This is the second time.
I mean, Kyrie's a great player. Like Stephen A. Smith likes to say, he's box office. He's definitely, you know what I mean? He's definitely going to the Hall of Fame. But
with cake on his cheek.
But you can never tell what's going on in somebody's mind, in their head. I mean, the only thing you could do is try to decipher the words from the actions.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes, or a lot of times, the two don't match up.
But it is what it is, man. Listen, I want to thank you for coming on Nicovelli TV, dropping these Knicks Chronicles, and we out. Peace.
Appreciate you.